An opportunity to move to Hawaii and work at the Kapalua Bay Hotel, which, long story short, didn't really work out because that job was like a 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. job, and I would drive to work past all these surf spots every day, and basically it was like I need to be on the night end of things, and so I got a job at a place in Connole that was a night job, and then really started enjoying, cooking at night, surfing in the daytime, and that just kind of continued on. The years went by. I did that for a few years, and then decided that I really wanted to pursue the chef career, and being a chef, and I really didn't know what all that involved, and a lot of it was thinking that as long as you're really interested and really passionate about it, that you'll do really well, which there's a lot of truth to that. But in retrospect, I wish I would have gone to business college for 4 years too, because that's such a huge part of being a chef, is really running the business end of things. And you get a lot of people that were in the business world and then they became a chef because the cooking part comes from within. It's not so learned. You either like doing it or you don't like doing it. And I didn't know. It's funny because I thought I was ready to be a chef, and I thought I was this, I know how to do all these things, I know how to make, all these stuffed lamb rack with lamb testicles and crazy things, and how to make foie gras terrines, and all these things that were, made you feel like you really knew everything. And I went on this interview for the sous chef position at the Red Lion. And I got there, and the first question that the chef asked me, he goes, "How do you make clam chowder?" And I didn't know, because I had never made a big batch of clam chowder. And I said, "Well, you steam the clams with white wine." And he was like, "Okay, thanks." Luckily, I got into the Center Club, and that was a breakfast, lunch, and dinner establishment with banquets. So it was a lot of on-the-job training there, and really learning the systems and all the really important things, because I had really just been like a cook, sous chef. I was cooking all the time, and that's the funny thing about being a chef is, depending on what establishments you're in, it varies so much in what you do, and I'll explain. I went from the Center Club and did a big country club up in Northern California for a year and a half with the same company, and really got a lot more into all of the paperwork and mathematics and all those parts of being. And then I got this offer from the Ritz-Carlton Kapalua, and I really wanted to move back to Hawaii and surf again, and so moving on to that, then I got there, and it kind of went back to years before, where I was the dining room chef in this fine dining room there, and it was the same. It was that dream job, that where it's just there's no food costs, there's no labor costs. All you do, your whole mindset, all you're thinking about is making the greatest food you can make and sourcing out whatever products you can, whatever you want to get. And, you're really using your imagination, and there's nothing clouding you or bothering you with any of the details of the day-to-day, and I did that for 6 years, which was awesome.